Yo, what's good, boys? Hope you're well. It's been a while. Um, there was no trades to break down, um, and not really any important market recaps to go over, as the markets haven't been that great. Um, but yeah, I thought I'd come sit down, um, and yeah, just chat. Like it's quite a nice feeling. You can just sit and chat and get stuff off your head. Um, Obviously, there's only a couple of people that watch this, and that's calm. It's mainly for me, to look back on, and see like this was me before I made it, type of thing, which I'd strongly encourage every person to do. Just document whatever they do and just track their progress. But yeah, today I want to speak about psychological like challenges that I've sort of faced in trading, and how that's also come from life. Like the stuff that I go through in life is also transferred over to trading, which is why you gotta have a disciplined life to um, be a good trader and have good habits to be a good trader. Otherwise, like you can't have a undisciplined life that there's a bad habits, not waking up, not doing things you're gonna say you're gonna do, but then expect to be a good trader, follow your trading plan, and all that type of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I didn't want to make this too like, um, what's it? What's the word? But I'm not gonna cut none of this. But I didn't want to make it too structured. I just want to sit, chat, whatever's on my mind. Just say I ain't got time. There's no point in editing it because why would I edit it? It doesn't make any difference. But yeah. Um, So yeah, the main things that I struggle with in trading and life, and I've got examples, is always finding the next best thing. And it's gonna sound like I'm contradicting myself when I say this, because this video is also going to include a little summary of a couple back tests. I just made a back testing session. Took 4 trades, 2 dubs, 1 break even, and 1 L. Just because my boy, me and my boy, right, we started trading in about April, June, and then TGR's boot camp come out. Obviously, we're all still new, so like it doesn't really make too much sense. Um, but yeah, we trade together. We still do, but obviously we trade different ways now. Um, and yeah, he's been putting in a lot of work. In October, we both put in a lot of work. Went ghost, put in months of work, back testing and stuff like that. Just putting time into trading, because that's all trading is: the screen time and experience. Um, but yeah, I was thinking like today, like with price. I wouldn't say it's because price wasn't the best. I was just thinking like, I don't know, because he took a trade the other day, dub. Obviously, we had the same bias, but I didn't get a trade, which is cool. It's not, I ain't got a trade one day, so I'm changing. This is how I used to trade, but I never fully understood it. So, hence why I'm sitting here and saying, um, maybe there's a possibility that I might start trading like that again. As it includes daily bias, and the 155 model doesn't include daily bias. Obviously, you can implement it, but it literally just runs off of hourly liquidity sweeps, and then the volume that gets put in for the retracement. So obviously, the other one that I'm going to talk to you about, which is just general SMC, really with daily bias, like it's nothing special. Um, no holy grail. It's just maybe I'm looking at it different now as a more experienced trader, and yeah, I understand it now, because I don't want to go and say, yeah, I've just done a back testing session with four 4 trades and now I'm changing strategy, because that's not what's happening. Because today with my strategy was playing out, was using the DXY, which I haven't spoke about yet. If you're in the Discord, you would have heard about it. Um, but yeah, I mean, it just went past my trading hours when it finally set up. So obviously I trade 8 till 11, then I'm done. But I actually went out today about 10 to get some Valentine's Day stuff, so I couldn't really look at the charts about half 10 because I was out busy doing shopping. But yeah, price did finally play out how I wanted it to. Um, I'll show. Why not? I'll show it in this video as well. I'll just have 3 topics in this video: psychology, mini recap, and then uh I don't want to call it potential new strategy because I need more data on it first. But we'll see. But yeah, the main psychology issues that I face in life is always wanting the next best thing, finding the holy grail. This happens. You might even be able to relate to it on Xbox. You play games, you lose a couple games, and you want to change your settings because your settings clearly ain't good enough for you right now. So you need the next best thing. You probably Google pros settings. That's what I do. That's what I still do. Like, I'm not hating or nothing. I'm just saying, like, this is what I do. There's probably a lot of people that do it. So yeah, with games, even with phone cases, like, bro, I've got this on now. It's not really relevant, because I bought this MagSafe holder that I can put it on whilst I trade, which is quite nice. I ain't got to have it on a desk. I can just look at it if I want to enter. I ain't got to. I don't know. It's there's little things, like it's just there, isn't it? Like, but yeah, I've got like 10 phone cases for the same phone. Like, no, it's not a different phone. I've had this iPhone for time now, like a year, 2 years now, and I've got 10 cases for it. Like, bro, that's just that's just me. Like, I don't know. So I have this. I already knew it, and I don't know. The past couple of weeks have been hard on psychology because I don't know. The price has been shit, and like, I don't know. It's easy to want the next best thing if yours isn't playing out. It's easy to. It's very, very easy to. And obviously, this video is a stepping stone potentially towards trading differently, as it is a higher comp trading style that I used to trade. I just didn't understand it properly back then. But yeah, that's my problem, and I've worked that out because the last couple of weeks I've been chatting to a couple of people from my Discord and it's like, yo, like, what is happening? Why do I want to change it? Like, been refining the model, that's good, but when you refine it way too much, it's just over the top. Which you can sort of relate to me changing my settings on Xbox or having so many phone cases because I want the next best thing, and trading is probably the easiest thing to do. Is want the next best thing, especially if you take one L, two L's, or you just don't get trades. You're gonna want the next best thing because it's like, why is it not working no more? I'm not gonna lie, like, that's how I feel. I'm just being perfectly. I'm just letting it all out now. But yeah, that's my issue at the minute. This is gonna be. I want to do psychology a lot. So I'd say this is like the introduction, like, or I could call it like accepting like my flaws and working around something like that. Um, but yeah, maybe I won't make this a triple video then. No, I will. Yeah, go on then. I will, because then in the playlist you have a bit more content of me. It's not just psychology that some people find boring. Like, I know myself personally. I'd watch TJ's boot camps and I'm like, brother, this is long. But it's probably good to hear. Like, I'll probably go back and listen to it now because I think he's actually posting a new playlist called like Blueprint or something, Mastermind or something. Where I think he's done about 5 episodes. I'll probably start watching them and see, especially if I am going to start collecting data on this model, which is technically TJ TJRs, got the hiccups. TJRs, like it's not really anyone's strategy. It's just SMC. It's just you learn it from someone. So, like if I didn't know TGR and I learned it off my guy, then it'd technically be my guy's strategy, but it's not. It's just SMC in it, in different orders. Um, but yeah, that's my biggest issue, and it sounds like I'm contradicting myself when I go, "Oh, I need to not like change things too much," because I already know that. But I think this is a bit different, and you guys could have the opinion. This isn't me saying I'm fully switching um, without any data. Like I've got 4 bits of data. That is not enough to change strategy. Like 2 wins, 1 break even, 1 L. That is not enough to change strategy at all. Like my guy, I was chatting earlier. My guy's got about 100 back tests. He's won 53 times, break even 20 something times, and um, lost like 5. So he said he's coming up to 100 back tests. Cool, that's perfect. Cool. So if you want to trade with that data, that's really good. Like, but me, I've got 4 trades. I'm back now. But yeah, like I was saying, my guy's got almost coming up to 100 back tests, and he's got a lot of data on it, and that's cool. That's really good. Like he's putting the months of the same strategy that we was both trading. Got data, finds what works. Now he's chilling. Um, and you know what it is like? We used to trade the same like ideas. We used to be on meetings in the morning, looking at the charts. But I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you've seen my charts, um, but I used to just jam everything. I'll tell you that now. That was probably my biggest issue. Is I had a bias, but I marked every single thing. I didn't really use equilibrium at all to filter out where you want price to go. I'm just getting my charts up now, just to show you how my charts used to look. And this is why I'm actually glad I started making it TikTok, because it's helped me look back and go, cool, this is how I used to trade, this is how I've changed, stuff like that, which is nice. My Wi-Fi's been so slow right now. But yeah, how's your week's been? I know you men can't hear me, but put it in the comments, let me know. How's your past couple of weeks been? I ain't been here in a while. So how's it been? Let me scroll all the way to the bottom. That's fine. Cool. Okay, so let me get it up now. Obviously, we had bias, which is we had bias. That's fine. But this is how my charts used to look. I had everything under the sun marked. Now, please tell me how that's valid at all. Like, didn't filter out nothing like that. Just had everything on the chart. I learned SMC and put it all on every little thing, just hoping that I'd get an entry off of anything. But then again, I did use the 5 minute to enter. I waited for 5 minute break structure, which would probably never happen because the move already happened off that POI. So maybe I could have got trades from that, but who knows? And it said bullish bias. Let's be honest, that's probably a lie. Let's be honest. It was probably on the daily. Let's check right now. It was probably on the daily. That's all I looked at. And the 4 hour and hour were probably bearish, hence why the move down. Let me look at that again. Because that's another thing that we used to do. I say we because we both used to do it. We used to barely get trades because of it. But we used to wait for all 3 time frames to be in line, So this is on the 4 hour. So whatever the daily and the hourly was on, the daily is probably on bearish, and so was the hourly, most likely. Hence why they moved down. Otherwise, it wouldn't have just happened out of nowhere. But yeah, I think there's a lot of things of why it didn't work. I had everything marked up. I had the wrong bias. But yeah, I need to collect more data on it. Because personally, with my model, with the 15501 model, I don't know if I said to you guys, and I said it to a couple of people, my model doesn't really work back testing because it requires you to be rifling through about 3 pairs to look for trades. And you cannot do that in FX replay unless you make different sessions, which is a bit long because he wants to keep flicking between sessions like it's long. My model doesn't really work in backtesting, and it makes you feel bad after because you take a trade that you forced because that's all you can look at. But then in reality, it's either played out on the other 2 pairs or it didn't play out at all. So you just force a trade for no reason. And another reason I don't really like backtesting with my model is because you can't. I prefer live doing it because you can see how candles are closing, what it's doing. But FX replay, even like if you check the hour, it shows you what it's already done. So you can't really predict. It already shows you. So you're gonna say what you're gonna say. But yeah, what's the time? 17 minutes. I'll keep that part short, sweet. Psychology's done. But yeah, I mean, I do want to start a psychology series. So you can even chat to me in the Discord and tell me what you want to talk about, or what you like want me like advice on, or anything like that. I'll put it in, and stuff like that. Obviously, it'd be anonymous. I wouldn't need to name you. Like, just be an honest question. I go blah blah blah. Give my advice, give my opinions if you guys want it. But yeah, so we're now gonna get started with that. What are we gonna start with? Backtest or price action for today? Let's see. What would we rather do first? Let's do price action. Actually, it's probably a better idea. Let me close that. Close that. And if you're wondering why I'm looking to my right, it's because my monitor setup is, I'll show you. So, I don't know if you can see now. That is the setup. So, that's why I'm looking to my right a lot. So, I'll put myself right here. So cool. Coming into today, we had high CPU, clearly. Anyways, we had. Why does it always do this? Always does this. It's actually so annoying. Like, I'm only on TradingView. It's on 20% CPU. It's crazy. Anyways, coming into London, we wasn't looking at EU. Was only looking at GU. We had these highs, and the reason why. Okay. Reason why that we was looking for sells is because if you look on the DXY, I mean, we literally called this in the morning. We're closing above the DXY high. We're in this fair value gap. Price has already touched it. The next draw is this high. And yeah, we literally called this morning. Let me find it. 2 secs. Cool. So if we look 822, I think DXY is bullish and reaching for these highs. this was that, and that is it now. So I called that on DXY. So yeah, that's why we're looking for sells, because if DXY goes up, which means the US dollar is strong, if I'm trading against the dollar, I'm going to want sells, which, as you can see, we got a sell day eventually. But yeah, if we go back onto the 5, do we not have any of this mark? No, we should. Okay, so we've got these marked. Cool. So this whole time, we was just redoing equilibrium as it touches have I marked the right one? So laggy. Cool. Up here. And then I think after, yeah, it was that one. Yeah, that was pre-market news. So we only had one marked, which is calm. Which we got literally straight away. So we was like, cool, it could be setting up right now. I don't need to go in depth of why it didn't play out. I'm going to show you this example here, as it's quite important. Obviously, we already knew, was looking for sales. So this looked like a good start, like it disrespected equilibrium twice. So yeah, it got set here. We'd be looking for trades here. Now using fractals, there was no break. Let's look now and see if there was an entry. Because with this new, not really new, with TGR strategy, he doesn't use fractals and he just is able to reprice, which I'm also able to reprice. I've just used fractals because I've heard good things about them, but I don't want to say clearly I know what I'm doing because I've only done 4 trades, which is not enough data to say that, but I know, I do know what I'm doing when it comes to breaks of structure. Like, it's pretty simple. So let's see. Obviously, I'll go over the fractals one. So obviously we broke here and here, but there was no fair value gap, so it was waiting. Price break here, and looking now, there was actually an entry. Like, I just didn't see that fair value gap. That's crazy. And it's refreshed again. Looking now, there was an entry this whole time. Wow. That's interesting. So there was an entry the whole time. I did not see that one. That's crazy. Okay, fair enough. That's a skill issue on our part. Obviously would have entered there. Probably had a fixed stop above this high. So we'll probably round that up to 5. So there was an entry with my model today. Okay, interesting. And we literally just target a 2 high every time. Which is 10 pips. So this probably would have been a break even trade. Or if you had a stricter stop, if you literally had it above here, 4.4, see what difference that makes. 88. I mean, it scrapes. But yeah, I did not see that fair value gap. This would have been a break-even trade regardless, um, because you go break-even at 50%, which if you're doing a 2R, then that's a 1-to-1. So you're doing break-even here in a break-even trade. Interesting. Didn't see that fair value gap. I'm actually going to screenshot that. Let's just say we're the 4 put. No, that is very interesting. I did not see that fair value gap. That's crazy. And you know, today as well was one of the days where I decided to stay in bed and I had an extra 20 minutes. I was supposed to wake up at 7:30 and I woke up at 8. So the day that I break my rules is also the day that I miss a valid entry of my model. That's funny. No, that is quite funny. Anyways, so yeah, let's forget this trade was a thing because I didn't even see that. So yeah, price kept breaking structure. Why does it keep doing that? Genuine. Price kept breaking structure but didn't respect any of the other fair value gaps. So we just kept moving up and up and up. And at this point, we was looking on DXY and just being like, "Oh, we're gonna get our retracement very soon." And obviously that happened. Obviously there, but then it also happened again here. So equilibrium would have got set there. 15-minute, and it would have been from here to here, 5 min. Obviously this was like an hour before news, so also wouldn't have taken this trade. However, it did play out, so the model played out twice today. Didn't see the fair value gap, and that's actually good because it's like, if I don't want to wake up and follow my rules, then why should I get an entry? Why should I get a trade? But yeah, this is the trade setup, I believe. Where was it? Set right there. I believe it was this fair value gap. No. What am I doing? Why is it not? Ugh. That literally is what we just went over. Yeah, right here. So price obviously breaks there. Uses this fair value gap, and you would have entered on displacement. Stops would have been above the high, or a fixed 4-pip stop. Come on now. 2R. And as you can see, that was a very perfect trade. But as you can see, 11:30, I don't trade past 11, so it's not relevant. But yeah, I mean, we called what the move would be. And this is what also makes me think maybe I do want to start trading with this, not new strategy, but with this other strategy, is because it involves daily bias. Obviously, I started using DXY for my bias now. But yeah, cool. So I know it's a bit of a cut. I just tried to film the FX replay going over the trades. However, it was so laggy. My CPU was going crazy. I will literally just show you the the analytics, and then I'll make it in a separate video, because honestly that was the worst it's ever been. Like I could barely even scroll through any of it. It's crazy. But yeah, FX replay, I'm just gonna show the analytics. Just, I mean, just so you know, I wasn't capping this whole time. So here we go. Obviously ignore this. I think I was risking 3% each. This would be not 9% up. If I won twice, I'd be 6% up. No, 4% up, or 4k up with 1L. And no, I think I would have risked. Oh mate, just don't even worry about the P&L. Just look at the win rate. I can't lie, I'm tired. It's almost midnight. Win rate 50%. It's actually 75 because the break even one had like minus 30. Because it wasn't exact to break even for some reason. I thought I clicked it, but I didn't. Yeah, obviously you can see fixed to I mean, much of this isn't that relevant, to be honest. Obviously that one there, that was a win, loss and a break even, and then that was the second win. And there's not really much to show you here. I just wanted to show you I wasn't capping about the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, this is a video, but it's quite long. I need to cut out the FX replay bit now because it was unbearable to watch. It was way too laggy. But yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making it, to be honest. Time's gone like that. And I've just been sat in here chatting. It feels like I literally started this video like 5 minutes ago. If you man don't watch it, cool. It's for me, innit? But yeah, I'll make a video on the FX replay. And I want to do maybe videos daily. So give me ideas. Or don't. It's calm. I'll probably do it anyways. And I might even start doing day in the lives, like I seen some guy does day in the lives of like a road to payout or something like that. Maybe I'll do that. It's quite interesting. See how my day is. But yeah, that's it for the video. I don't know how long it is. I need to cut out a big section of it. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, like, do whatever you want, join Discord. If you fucking hated it, dislike. Do you know what I mean? Like, you probably won't even be watching here if you didn't like it. So but yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care, peace, and I'll try to post tomorrow. Sweet.